I'm live. I just did a whole freaking segment. So I'm going to have to redo that segment because apparently was recorded because I wasn't getting this you're live thing happening. It hasn't fixed 100%. I'm no, I am just the streets. I am my window is facing the street. So every time the cars pass, I see it out of the corner of my eyes. So I keep looking that way. Promise you, I am not ignoring you. I just it's like a freaking cat with a ball, you know. Even though it doesn't necessarily know what the ball is, he still has to try to play with it. It's the same thing on the street. There's actually a traffic light there as well. So if you see me because thing and I see it out of the corner of my eyes and my eye, now I have to redo my whole segment that I just did 5 minutes ago. But the only difference is now I went and got the paper that I wrote down the recipes from previously that I and actually is working. So any comes off automatically and you're going to be a size whatever automatically. That's a myth. There are people that have had gastric bypass surgery, the sleeve gastrectomy, or the lap band and have gained all that weight back. So there is no guarantee that, you know, you're going to keep the weight off. Initially, you lose the weight. That's a fact because you can't eat the way you're accustomed. You like an adult instead of a toddler because you have to eat toddler's food, not tea, but like you when it gets to a certain point after the heal, the sutures are not hurting anymore, etc. Your body starts recognizing itself again. Then if you're not careful how you eat, what you eat, you're going to put all that weight back on. So having the procedure and losing that weight initially does not guarantee that it's going to stay off. You have to work hard at keeping that weight off, which is why I've said that I've done these things and I wish I had started doing these things. I want to talk about my skin. It's clean, it's clear. Well, I have the old people neck, the creepy neck, creep, whatever the heck they want to call it, because I'm a woman of a certain age, obviously. But besides that, and as you can see, my skin tone is one even tone. I don't have on any makeup because I don't want to wear makeup for these segments because I want you to see literally, because a person can tell you 50 million things. Arms, look at my arms. Now, this is a shot that you get from the Caribbean. Anybody who's from the Caribbean can relate to this. They will tell you. I So that's a thing that you, but anyway, the connection. Okay. It's the connection that's meant to really. If you when you have the procedure that the weight is going to stay off, it is going to come off initially, say within the first 2-3 months, all the way that you're going to keeping that weight off, because the lap band, you can snap the band or you can push right back out, or you can stretch that part of your stomach that it was tied around and bring it back. The same with with the sleeve gastrectomy. The sleeve is that they're cutting out a quarter of the stomach, 3/4 of the stomach, or just a little over 3/4 of the stomach. And that can stretch back to the original size of the stomach if you're not careful with what you eat. Because there are two people that I know specifically that have had the procedure, right? And gain back the weight. I have not, because I made a conscious effort that I was going to gain that weight back. And it's something so I've been this size, the limes in your body, which is why my skin is not droopy. Like I should have like way more flab, but I don't. because of the fact that I am, doing this stuff and I'm losing the weight. And so you can see, a little muscle, not much, stuff like that. But I don't, because my back was hurt in an accident that I had 2 surgeries on. So I can't do anything in the gym. So the best that I can do is go up and down the steps in my building. I'm on the 4th floor, and therefore I am up and down the steps on a daily basis constantly, and that's how I get my exercise. So besides that, I drink these juicing things that I do on a daily basis, which has helped me to get rid of the weight. And I know this based on not only I look, but other things that I get complimented on when I step out the front door. And doing, like, you're losing weight, it cleans your skin. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. Look at it this way. If you have a clogged sink in your house, right? It's trickling down. It's not flowing in the tub the way it's supposed to, because it's stuck, right? It's stuffed with something, with your hairs. It's going, but it's going slowly, not going down the way it's supposed to. And then the water starts rising and makes that ring around your tub or whatever, right? But once you have unclogged the drain, undrained the tub, take out the hairs, what happens? The water gushes down and everything runs off. It's the same thing with your body. And take care of your body if you don't unclog the pores, unclog your body, which is where the detox comes in with these things that I'm telling you to do. It detoxes the body, and therefore, look, the proof is in the pudding. I don't have pimples, I don't have anything, because now anything that needs to come out from my body comes out through the bathroom in your bowels, or the urine in the bathroom. So it's protruding all over your skin anymore, because if it can't come out, pimples all over. So once you have detox, which is where the detoxing comes, it unclogs everything so that you have all of that stuff out, flushed, functioning the way it's supposed to. So, the cinnamon in the water, whether it's the powder or the sticks. I use the sticks. This the last time that I would show my flask. It's not a very big flask. My weight on a daily basis. That's the other thing too. You need to drink a lot of water. And you know what this does too? Drinking the cinnamon in the water, or the apple cider vinegar and limes in the water, it cuts your appetite. So if you're a cereal snacker that snacks all the time throughout the day, it cuts that, it minimizes that. And so you're not guzzling food all the time. The misconception is, for especially people that are small, is that, oh, you're fat because you're eating everything, you can't go to. When I was at 297 pounds, that's 3 pounds less than 300 pounds. That's how big I was. I was bulimic because I never was eating. Like, the issue wasn't me eating a lot, stuffing my face. It was hormones. I had a serious hormonal imbalance, which is what happens a lot of times with people that are overweight. You have a serious hormonal imbalance, and this is men as well as women. In the guy's case, testosterone. For interested in changing the fact that you're overweight, then this is why I'm here, to try to kind of like give you options. And like I stated previously, your friends, they are going to discourage you, because injury is a serious thing. You're gonna, something could happen. Listen, you can leave your freaking house and walk out the street and something happens. Nothing in life is guaranteed. And that's how I looked at it. I said, what's the alternative? This is me talking to myself. The snoring, all the other stuff, it's on the table. All the other stuff that goes with being overweight, the fact that you're tired all the time because you can't sleep, you can't lie down flat to get a comfortable night's rest. So you have to either prop yourself up, suffocating you. Like, I know this because I was 300 pounds. She's lost weight, so she don't know what it is. No, I've been there. Okay, so that's why I'm able to tell you this. You can't sleep on your because it's still rich one side to the other that you feel it. That's what pregnant women go. All these pillows yourself almost half sitting, half lying, so that you can get a decent, and that's if you're lucky, night sleep, if you can actually sleep throughout the night. And that's where the sleep apnea comes in. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So what's the alternative? That's one of the questions with it. Do you want to make a change and live and become healthier for yourself? You understand? For yourself, not for anybody else, because they wouldn't understand what you're going through. Only you. You're trying to make a decision on what it is you want to do, and then you're hearing all this negative thoughts about this procedure. I mentioned to you because you were my friend, but keep your comments to yourself. I want to hear it. And I did the procedure, and that was it. Now, they will send you for a psychiatric evaluation because it's important for the insurance companies for you to know and understand gratification, you know, of what's going to happen, surgery and all that. That the therapist is for. I had a few sessions with a therapist, grounded people, same people that I've ever had a conversation with. Like, because I mention it to the therapist, straight and honest and to the point. But it can happen with me walking outside, going down the street. Anything can happen. So what's the difference with that versus me going to do something consciously for myself that's going to better me? And that's how I looked at it, and that's how I approached it. I point on, I have not looked back. I am glad that I made the decisions that I did. Now, if you're not interested in going through the surgical procedure, saying to you, this is an alternative way that you can go about this, which is you can start doing these things, the apple cider vinegar, the lime, do once you get the justice system started, then you can continue that by the juicing or whatever else. I just put a darn lash in my eye. Whatever else you decide, whatever juicing you decide you want to do. Don't you hate when that happens? I just, my eye itched and I rubbed my hand on it, and I think I inadvertently, one of my lash came out. And no, they're real lashes. They're not fake eyelashes. One came out and just sort of flipped into my eye. But anyway, take the necessary precaution. You start doing the simple things. And 2 recipes. I will try to give you 2 recipes at a time. After you have tried those 2 things for 2 weeks, that's right. Once you have started to detox the body, then I can give you the other things to start to that will take. And in detoxing the body and you to the bathroom, right, and regulating you that way, you're gonna start feeling literally clean everything out. Now, if you're big but you can still move about and you can still walk, then I advise you to incorporate just walking. You don't have to walk fast. You don't have to run a lot. So you can just try put it in your head. If you don't, and it's daytime and you have the time, just start walking down the street to go get whatever from the store and come back instead of driving. So that will get your metabolism going. And I promise you, you will start seeing results. You would start feeling better because once your body's getting detox, and it also detoxes kidney, and you better look it up. It's too me to get into. But that's what everything is processed to get your body moving and functioning the way it's supposed to. And if that's clogged, I bring you right back to that sink and hair analogy. Everything slows down. You're tired, lethargic. You the energy. You can't. You have to get rid of the bile and stuff that's built up in those things. Get them out and get your body moving again. Once you do that, then you're going to realize the importance, and then you're going to see the weight start moving, because guess why? Now that your body is unclogged, your liver and your kidney is detox, then it starts functioning the way it's supposed to. And boom, like that, you start sweating, you find yourself swearing, clogging, you're getting your system moving, and you're able to process sweat and everything else that you weren't able to before. And that's how you're going to figure out this thing is actually working. She was correct, and things are finally starting to happen. Your skin is going to start clearing up. I kid you not. And I'll tell you something else that you can use on your skin to help, because I do it on my face all the time. Bananas, right? I'm sure a lot of people eat bananas. And if you don't, it's unfortunate, really. But once you peel a banana, the skin of the banana, and the riper the better. But even if it's not ripe, it doesn't matter. That thing you see on the inside of the banana peel, it's freaking fantastic for your skin. Listen, I kid you not. I have no makeup on, nothing. And look at my skin. Absolutely nothing. And everything, as you can see, it's the same color. I'm not bleaching where anything is like white or everything. My hand isn't like a different color from the rest of my body. Everything is the same freaking color. And that's because of the juicing. And as I said, I rub the banana skin on the inside. That's the part you want to rub on your face. It cleans up, clears up dark spots and pimples from your face. Your skin starts glowing. Like, I kid you not. Look at my face. I had like dark spots around here, and it's a work. It's still a work in progress. It's not like, you know, but it's so much better. Even my eyes, I had like dark spots around my eyes, and it was like really black. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate. The puffiness has gone away. Look, I kid you not. No makeup, nothing. It the banana skin. Well, don't throw it away. I know everybody naturally wants to throw out the banana skin. Once you've rub that all over your face, just do this to kind of like dry it, leave it on for like 10 minutes. You even feel your skin start tightening and pulling while the thing is drying on you. Sit, do your chores, do whatever, read a book in the house, and then after a while you wash it off your face. I put it on my face and my neck. My neck was a lot more crepey than this, and actually since I started putting it on my neck is not as crepey as it used to be. But you know, when you get to a certain age, your neck, that's the first thing tells that you're getting up in age. You know, the neck starts getting that crepey look, and so that tells you like the age of a woman when you start having that crepiness in the neck. And I have to go dermatological tightening or none of that shit. So let my age show through. But as I said, because I've been using the banana, it's really not as bad as it could have been, because it helps to pull and tighten the skin. So it's not as bad as it could be for a woman of my age. So trust me when I tell you, these things work. They really do. So I'm going to leave with you two recipes. I had to write them down because I make so many different ones that have worked. Now, listen, before I even tell you what that is, I know lots of people have channels and everything else with all kinds of things that you can drink, natural stuff, juicing, whatever. The difference with mine is I have used these things for myself, and I can specifically tell you what has worked for me. And not only that, if they have like 3 or 4 ingredients in theirs, I incorporate something else in mine that actually tenfolds, zing, whatever it is that they had, and it just exploded and worked 10 times more than what they had. So I'm not trying to say by any means that I came up with any of this, you know, because people have been coming up with concoctions for forever. I just have incorporated my own spin on these things that I've actually seen results of. So that's why I'm able to come to you and tell you specifically these are the things that I tried and they have worked. Also, I'm not hiding behind the camera. Like, I want you to see specifically my stomach while I lost weight used to be freaking out here, right? In the weight loss process. And now, because I started the juicing, my stomach has gone down. I have on no Spanx or no girdle or no trainer or none of that. This is me. I was a size 12. I'm down to a size 10 now. Like, and I wanted you to see specifically for yourself that this is not something that, you know, oh, she's just talking about, but she's hiding behind the camera. And so, I can't really see. I showed you for yourself so that you can see specifically. These are things that I'm trying and it has worked for me. Okay. So the recipe. Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 more. 1 lime or lemon, right? A medium sized piece of ginger. This is one of the drinks. Apple cider vinegar in water with limes. You drink that for 2 weeks, and then of course you alternate with the cinnamon in water. So you can alternate, say, do 4 days in drinking one and then 3 days in the other, or you can try them each a week and see how they work. Alternate between them, right? That's to jumpstart your metabolism. And then after that, once you start juicing, then this is a recipe for the actual juicing. 1 lime or lemon, it's your choice. A medium piece of ginger. It mustn't be too big, but not too small either, right? And if you're juicing, I would leave the skin on. Just like scrub the fruits off really good, or soak them in a little vinegar to get rid of the insecticide and whatever may be on them. And then you juice. So keep the ginger skin on if you're gonna juice. Now, if you're gonna blend it, then I would still leave the skin on, but depends on the kind of blender that you have. Then you may have to peel it, and that's fine, right? Uh, for turmeric. Now, this is the actual turmeric. They are like sticks about this big that you buy in the grocery store. If you're not sure what it is, you can ask one of the grocers in there or one of the people that put out the produce, because it's in the produce section. Go in there and ask them for the turmeric, the actual turmeric stick, right? And I used 1 green apple, or 1.5 green apples. Now, there's something in the green apples. Once it's released, it helps to fight against fat. This is why specifically green apples. You do your research on that. I can't. Um. So 1 lime, a medium piece of ginger, 4 turmeric, 1.5 green apples, a quarter piece of pineapple, or say about 2 cups of pineapple. If you're gonna make a like a pitcher or something, then you do 2 cups. If you're not gonna make a pitcher but you just want to make a cup drink, then you do 1 or 3/4 cup of pineapple, right? In the original drink, it kickstart everything. The fact that I put my own thing in whatever it is, it took everything up a notch, right? When it came to the weight getting a medium piece of aloe. You can get aloe as well at the produce section in the grocery store. So just cut off a nice little chunk, and you peel down on the sides, and then you have a spoon, and then you just take off the outer layer, take off the other layer, and use the aloe on the inside. Okay. The original recipe was the aloe, the pineapple, the apple, the green apple, the turmeric, and the lime. The ginger, the spinach, and the black pepper I added, which took everything up a notch. So that's a juicing. If you don't have a juicer, put it in a blender and blend it and drink that. I promise you, you're not going to regret it. Okay, and let me give you another recipe. This is supposed to help with belly fat specifically. I'm going to be honest about this and say I am now trying this. So I don't know how effective it is, but I'm going to start it yesterday, and I've gone to the bathroom a few times. So it's definite something is happening. But I will tell you how much belly fat, because I measure myself before I start these things to see if I've gone down or gone up once I'm doing stuff, right? So I'm not doing it just blindly. Okay, so this is called a belly fat recipe. 2 bananas, 3 tablespoons of steel cut oats or Quaker oats or whatever oats you have, right? 3 tablespoons of chia seeds. Now, you put them in the blender. You don't need to put it away to soak and all that. No, you can blend it right along with everything else, and it's going to work just as effective. I also used, this was my spin that I put on this recipe, 1 teaspoon of flax seed. That was my own thing that I added to the mix. The recipe just called for the 2 bananas, the 3 tablespoons of steel cut oats, the 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and milk. That was their recipe. Mine is the 2 bananas, the 3 tablespoons of steel cut oats, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, 1 teaspoonful of flaxseed, and vanilla oats, the silk milk, 2 cups, depending on the amount you want to make. If you're going to make a larger amount, then obviously you're going to put more than 2 cups of the venom, the oat, the milk. So it's the silk vanilla oats milk. That's what I use. But it's optional. You can use whatever milk you have. Okay? So those are the 2 recipes. Try them. I kid you not, they will change your life because they've certainly changed mine. I think that's probably all for today on this topic. So I will see you next time. I promise I'm going to get some more recipes that I've already tried that have worked for me, and I will bring them, incorporate them as time goes by. I believe that's pretty much it for this segment. I will try to do more than 1 video per week. Please do not forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and what's the other thing? Leave a comment, like my video, please. I would appreciate it. I'm now trying to build my YouTube and share so that other people can, jump on when I have a live, or listen or look at my videos as well. Because this apply to guys or girls, it doesn't matter. It will help anyone, young, old, it doesn't matter what color you are. This would work for you. I promise you that. Of course, if you have medical issues, I suggest you consult your physicians first before you try any juicing or anything like that, because this is not supposed to replace whatever medical advice you may get from your physicians. This is just some things that I've tried that have worked for me, and I promise you, you're going to get clean your skin. It's going to help with a lot of things. Your hair is going to start growing, because mine can't stop growing. Because after your body have detoxed and you get all that stuff out, then things that had stopped doing whatever is going to start going again. I told you I was anemic, which also was contributing to my hair loss. Now my hair is growing like wildfire. I'm no longer anemic, because I don't need to take the iron pills anymore. Because of all this stuff, my blood pressure is regulated. It's back to the normal. So, you know, and I'm going to go to my physician in a couple of days. As a matter of fact, I think my appointment is tomorrow. And I'm going to have blood drawn. So I'm going to see where my levels are. I guarantee you, nothing is out of whack. Cholesterol is perfectly good. Everything else, I kid you not. But the proof is in the pudding. I'll make sure and get the results so that you can see them for yourself, so that you don't think, oh, she's just blowing smoke up her ass. She don't know what she's talking about. I'll put them good, bad, indifferent. I'll put them so that you can see them. So have a good one until next session. Thank you so much. A couple of questions that I answered. So please feel free to ask whatever you'd like. Thank you so much. Have a great one.